Good evening, guys. Good evening, gals. We're going to get started here in a minute. I got a special topic I want to talk to you about that no one else, I am almost certainly positive that no one else has ever talked to you about in the area of wholesaling. So, got some breaking news. If I had some sounds like the Ted Koppel or something like that, I would definitely play it. But breaking news on today, and I want you guys to make sure that you're here to understand it, because this is one of the most expensive mistakes that people make when getting started in wholesaling. One of the most expensive mistakes when getting started in wholesaling. So, guys, I want to welcome you this evening to the 2-minute meetup. So I got 2 minutes to really drop this bomb on you here real quick. This week's podcast, if you haven't been a listener to the We Love Equity Real Estate show, I talk to some top-notch wholesalers that are doing, annually, 200, 300 deals annually, grossing, and net profits of, over $1 million, $2 million. And I also talk to the person that is just getting started. Well, this week, I talked to Andy McFarland. If you guys are not aware of who Andy McFarland is, Andy is a wholesaler based out of Utah, and he's actually doing some virtual deals. But with that being said, we talked about something that got me intrigued, and I noticed that I made the mistake, and I really want to take the time to coin this mistake that we were all making. Here, let me pull this up here on my screen. So, one thing that we talked about was when you're getting started as a wholesaler, you may have done 1, 2, 3, but really when you get to that 4 or 5 deal mark, you've been out finding cash buyers, you've been out looking for cash buyers, and you may have 1 or 2 cash buyers that are buying your deals, okay? They make it extremely easy for you. And the conversation may go something like this. Hey, if you come across more deals like this, man, just pick up the phone and give me a call, text me, let me know what you got, and I'll buy up everything that you have. If you have had that conversation, you may understand what may come next. But if you haven't had that conversation, this is what I want you to be aware of. This is a mistake that I made, so I'm going to make sure I own up to my mistake. So when I got started, I put out bandit signs, and I got a call off of one of my bandit signs, and it was a buyer. Bought tons of deals, throughout the valley, throughout here in Phoenix, and he made it extremely easy for me. He was like, again, that conversation, hey, you come across more deals, let me know and I'll buy everything from you. Just come to me first. So as a new wholesaler, and you've done a deal and this guy performed, he bought the deal, he wasn't worried about your assignment fee or anything like that, then you figure, hey, this is an easy person to work with. I enjoy working with him. I'm going to run all of my deals over to him. So, real quick, sorry guys, want to make sure I give some shout outs. Hey, stay tuned, stay true. Hey, Rhonda. Guys, we're talking about something that no one has ever coined, and that is the easy button buyer. The reason why I call it the easy button buyer is because when you come across a deal, when you're just getting started, you're going to pick up that phone, you're going to call that buyer that bought from you before and say, hey, this is what I have. Here's the numbers. Do you want it? And if it's a deal for them immediately, they're going to say yes. They're going to jump on top of it because it's an opportunity for them that no one else have access to. So what I'm saying is that easy button buyers list can have you to miss hundreds of thousands of dollars if you're doing scale. So how I learned this was we had a deal, we had a couple of deals. I was working with this buyer, and in the beginning, I would run all of my deals through him. Easy. 13 grand here, 12 grand here, 5 grand there, 15 grand there, 20 grand there. You know, yes, it's good money. I'm making great money. But the problem with the easy button buyer is that you're not getting input from any other buyers. So in the beginning, if that's your only buyer, then so be it. But once you start, hey, what's up, Reg? What's going on, man? But when you start getting more buyers, you can limit your profit making ability because you're going to that one buyer. So what happened was I had this deal, called them immediately. I made $12,000 on the deal. But once I went back and I did some research on that deal, I saw that they made an additional $25,000 on top of my $12,000. So I cut myself, what, $47,000 or 37, you do the math. I cut myself quite a bit of money by doing that easy button buyers. So what I did was all of the deals that I did with that buyer, I went back and I evaluated and I looked and I saw that although I was making money, they were making another, 15 to 20% on top of what I was making. So that was automatically money out of my pocket, additional marketing money that I can use to scale. So guys, don't fall into the easy button buyer mistake that I made. I'm here to forewarn you. Don't fall into that easy button buyer mistake. I honestly just had a buyer reach out to me because we have a deal that's going to be coming out. He was like, what's the numbers? You know what? Let me get first access to it before you shoot it out to anyone else because I definitely want it. Well, I know if you want it, that there may be 8 to 10 to 12 other people that may want it as well. And you may have a good number, but someone else may offer a much higher price. So Rhonda, she can validate. She made the same mistake. So guys, don't fall into that trap of that easy button buyer. So remember that easy button buyer will definitely hinder your growth and hinder your process. So with that being said, we are now making sure that all of our deals go to our premier buyers first. These are people that we bought from us first. They get a 24-hour pre-look. If they don't make an offer, then we open it up to all of our buyers. So again, another example, we had a deal that I was working with the buyer, easy button buyer. He didn't want the deal. Well, he wanted the deal, but he wanted at a very, very reduced rate. So I said, okay, well, I can't sell it for that. Put it out to my buyers list, and we got $17,000 above what we were asking for the property, and he wanted $15,000 below what we had put it out there for. So guys, this is Marcus Maloney. Make sure you don't fall into that easy button buyer trap. If you want more information, you know how to find me. Go to marcusemaloney.com. Go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/MRCSMaloney. And man, make sure that you're going and listening to the podcast, the We Love Equity Real Estate show. Tons of information, again, from high volume investors all the way to the person that just did their first deal. So enjoy your Wednesday. We will see you guys on Friday. Rhonda, question she has is, any suggestion on building your buyers list? Rhonda, yes, absolutely. You can go to PropStream or Propelio, sources like that. They have an area where you can download buyers. I have a 7-day free trial at trial.propstreampro.com. You can go there and try it for 7 days. You can join other groups, real estate investor groups in your area. So if you're in St. Louis, just put in Facebook real estate investors groups in St. Louis. The majority of those people are investors. Yes, you're going to have some tire kickers and some other wholesalers, but you'll be able to weed them out. And then also, I gave this tip a few weeks ago. If you go to any of those groups and you put in buyer's list email. You can put that in the search. Let's just say if I had a property and I put it out there and I said, hey, I'm looking for buyers on this deal, send me your email address. If you put that in the search, buyer's list, email, you will see all of the emails or all of the prior posts that talked about a deal that someone had with people's email addresses in there. So this is something that I did. I learned this actually from our mastermind. So it's something that I've been doing to help build our buyers list in different virtual markets that we're going into. And then also use your title company. Your title company is supposed to help you as an investor close more deals. So if you go to your title company and say, hey, I am looking for all the properties that sold for cash in this area within the last within the last 12 months, your title company will be able to provide that for you. Then you can skip trace it, boom, and contact those people directly. So, and then if you see in that list someone that bought 30, 40, 50 deals, they're probably a hedge fund. You want to be able to get in contact with those people. So building the buyer's list is not as difficult as you guys think. It's very, very easy. And don't fall into the trap of having this massive buyer's list. If you have about 10 or 12 buyers that consistently buy from you, then that's all you need. You don't need to have 3, 4, 5,000 member buyers list when you're only selling to about a dozen of them. Focus on that dozen, provide what that dozen is looking for, and you will always be able to move deals. So real quick, we got another question. Hey Chad, man, thanks. The only person that serves is the buyer. You lose money by not shopping the deal. There you go. Chad King. This guy is with Blackjack Realty out of Nashville, Chattanooga. Where else are you guys? Nashville, Chattanooga, Pensacola, and Huntsville. So they're in 4 markets, and they're doing, $1 million plus, close to 150, 200 deals a year. And he's the disposition manager and coordinator and acquisitions manager. So he validates, lets you guys know that you definitely need to serve your customers by getting those deals out to your buyers. So this is Marcus Maloney. I know I went over 2 minutes, but wanted to answer some questions for you guys. See you on Friday for our Fun Fact Friday. I got a new fun fact. I give it to you every Friday. Okay, guys, enjoy your evening. Thank you.